Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in. Yet another update from MyGigsters community of rideshare and delivery drivers. Now, apologies, we missed the last month's update, but we're bang on to another update for November. I'm going to quickly share about all the amazing things that have been happening within the community, and I'm going to talk about the super geek stars that we have on board. So, no further ado, let me quickly share you what's happening. And this is the update for November 2021. So, what's happening? We went live with our first version of our mobile application. This was 90 days back. Actually, yes, 90 days back. And thank you so much for all the support. We have been getting tremendous support from a lot of drivers across Australia. And we have actually grown by over 100% in the last month, which is we've got over 600 active users, active drivers in the platform. Imagine we went from 0 to 600 in less than 80 90 days. So thank you so much for the support. We've been getting a lot of feedback, a lot of good suggestions and ideas from the driver community, so thank you for that. On the product end, we also up version the app. We got three new versions of the apps from 2.4 to 2.7. Obviously, the team has been working hard to fix bugs, improvise the features, make sure it's even more useful as we go through. So um, the thing is, if you are not using the latest version of the app, so you should use that app. You should make sure you updated the latest of the app. My daughter is shouting at the back end. But other than that, we are getting a lot of love from the drivers community. We currently are at 4.5 rating on both Apple and Play Store. Now, this is very happy news for the whole team, because right from the start, our app is the first version. It doesn't have all the bells and whistles, but with the help of the community and all the drivers constantly supporting us, giving us critical feedback, we're able to improve, we're able to work on it, and we're able to provide more value features as we go through. So thank you so much for this love. It really means a lot for all the team members. But not everything is shiny and did go well, but there are a couple of things that didn't go well too. So my Kicksters as an app went down. It was not available for a period of 8 hours this week. Sorry, last week. It was basically a security protocol that wasn't updated. We updated it and it's now back online. There is no loss of information, no loss of any other connectivity. Apologies for this. You know server down, but the team has understood where the fault was, and we are working hard to make sure that doesn't happen again. We're also implementing a new user experience for people who are onboarding the app, because a number of them told me and said, Benji, the app looks good, but I really don't know what to do or where to click or how do I get started and things like that. So the team has understood that. We've got that feedback. Thank you so much. And we are implementing new screens to help you understand how to get started easily. Account syncing is also improvised. We had a bit of glitch with certain bank accounts, and certain accounts we were not able to sync them as real time as possible. So that has been improvised. So if you've got your account synced, um, now it will be seamless and you'll be able to automatically see your income and expenses coming through. We also have new bank accounts being added to the list of things. I know a couple of drivers are part of Up Bank and Neo Banks and stuff. Number of these banks are still not there yet, but we are planning to bring them as soon as possible. But now, though, I think we have close to 50 odd Australian banks in the portfolio that you can select and then sync. The SOS button, I mentioned this last time. It's ready. It's currently being tested by a couple of our community drivers. Once after our community members give us some feedback, it's working, and we have made sure it's all proof. Then we will launch it to the rest of the community, and everybody can access this feature very soon. I also mentioned about smart log. We're currently in development of the smart log. We took a bit of a backbench with this, but nevertheless, this is back on track. We are aggressively moving to finish this development soon and send it to testing. So again, a few of the drivers will receive this for testing, and after they clear it, it'll go for the rest of the community to use it. The next thing is advanced insight. Again, this is currently being under testing. We have some very cool data insights for you to see, basically for you to benchmark yourself with the other drivers in the community, with others in the Australian population, and a lot of other data insights. So I'm interested to see this coming through. Once after the testing is live, it'll also be in your app, available for you. Now, this is the fun part, right? This is what I love the most. This is the community. The community of MyGigsters is the soul and the power of this entire platform. So, I'm going to share you some beautiful updates from the community this month. So, a lot of people are still loving us. Thank you so much. We have over 750 people liked our pages, shared our pages, interacted with our pages in thousands. Our community of Gigsters are also steadily growing. For those who are listening to this video by in your channel and you have already shared your interest but have not approved your request to join the community, it's basically because if you haven't answered the questions or we don't see you as the right fit for the community, so henceforth your request is currently pending. So for the members in the community, we have steadily grown by 10%, and that's really good. And our podcast has just received over 750 listeners, which means we are over a benchmark. We are in the top 50 percentage of good podcasts across the world. So if you haven't listened to a podcast yet, head on to Apple, Spotify, Google Podcast, or Amazon Music, and then type in for My Gigsters, and you will be able to listen it on demand. We have over 22 episodes so far. Um, we are learning; it's a lot of fun. So I would definitely encourage you to go listen to some of the episodes there. Now, I've shared this a couple of times before, but I wanted to keep sharing this again. Is the value of the community is made by the members in the community and the information that they share. It is very important that members contribute to the welfare of the community so that other drivers in the group will get benefited from. But also for us to make sure we are providing valuable information. We don't want it to sell things or spam users or basically give wrong information. We wanted to make sure that our information helps the community members become much more smarter and safer at the job. On that note, the month of November, we got some active gigsters. So Riz, Scott, and a new person has taken the title, which is Kevin. Thank you so much. You all been the active gigsters of the community for the month of November. um, Riz and Scott, you're obviously poster childs of the group, but Gavin, you have now taken a new position of being the topmost active gigster in the community. So, congrats, and really appreciate you for being actively participating and sharing with the rest of the group. So, here's the thing. Like last update, we are going to actively go ahead and reward each one of our top active gigsters a $30 gift card or a cash card, based on whatever they feel, and that will be shared to them in the next couple of weeks. So thank you again. Thank you for being an amazing participant. Scott, Scott is again on the screen. So we had Humans in Gig Work start a couple of months back. We're covering one story a month, and we had Shiva in the first month. We got Scott in the next month, which is in October, and this month we have another Gigster story to share. Now this is one way where we actually bring the man behind the wheel, or sorry, the Gigster behind the wheel, and sharing their story to the rest of the community and how humans look at this. So Scott, thank you so much. It's a really powerful story that you shared with the community about you coming to Gigforce, um, into rideshare, and sharing the story with everyone else. So thank you so much. And for others out there, I'm gonna go and tag this post again for you to read. But if you haven't got the opportunity, no problem. You can always go and read it. And if you are willing to share your story, reach out to me or my Geeks team. We'll be able to cover your story, and it's a good way to share your story with the rest of the community. So Scott, thank you again. Wow. Money. Chance to win money. That's really nice. So, from this month onwards, you will have a standard chance to win close to or more than $100 every single month. Yes, $100 every single month. All you need to do is become part of My Gigsters community. It's a private group, as you know, and you're watching it from there. You need to be an eligible member of the community to be participant or get a chance to win this $100. There are two ways you can win $100. One is actually through the share your screen. So all you need to do is log into my Geeksters application. At the front screen, you see this little curve goal icon, and that's exactly what you need to take a screenshot and share it. That's it, pretty much. Share your screen as your tag, and then post it in the community. You don't have to post it elsewhere and publicly. Is within the community, and we will choose one winner or possibly two winners, and they will be getting a cash award. On top of that, the team is preparing some fun games and polls this month and the months to come. there'll be some lucky winners selected from those polls, and we will be giving them another cash reward. So hey, let's be honest, just being part of the community, we wanted to share the love. So you get a chance to win $100, just being active, just being good, just being a contributor to this amazing community. So I'm looking forward to more people participating in the next campaign, and hopefully someone gets the $100. The podcast. So I'm going to specifically stress on the podcast because there's some amazing episodes that I want you to go listen to. Last month, we dedicated the entire session for safety. You may have noticed from the way the articles were written, the newsletter, and the podcast itself. So the podcast last month had some really amazing people come on board and share about safety within gig work. Now, we have Redbook Inspect. Many of the rideshare drivers know about Redbook Inspect. We had the CEO, sorry, the co-founder and director of Redbook Inspect coming on board and sharing their story of Redbook Inspect and why vehicle inspection safety is important. And for the first time, we had a regulator on board, which is WorkSafe Victoria. So this is a safety regulator for Victorians. So if you're a gig worker or an employee in Victoria, WorkSafe Victoria is your regulator, which means they take care of your safety and also the safety of your workplace. So I had Trevor Butler, who is the director of safety inspection in Victoria. I came on board and he shared his life of how to be what's the life of being a safety inspector, what do they see, what do they don't see, and stuff like that. But also importantly, we spoke about a very important topic around fatigue within rideshare and delivery drivers. And I also shared one of my horror stories in that episode. I think it's part two. So if you want to listen to that, check that out. It's two-part series. I really wish you go and listen to this episode. There tons of content and tons of value that you would be from. All right. Next, last point is, look, I can't emphasize more that community is what we need. Community is what will make us powerful. Community is what will get us the voice that we need. And when I was a gig worker, right, this is 7 years ago, as an international student coming into Melbourne, not knowing what to do into rideshare and delivery driving, I hardly knew anyone at that point who would help me to understand how to do this work. And I was struggling for a number of weeks and possibly a few months just to understand the game. There is way to go, who to drive for, what is the way to actually monetize, maximize my earnings, and all of that stuff. There was a lot of groups out there, but I didn't find the group that were able to help me and build that trust and give me that access to good information. So um, I wish MyGigsters existed then. And that's the vision with MyGigsters. We wanted to get you all amazing people into one group and able to channel all your learning experiences, your stories in a safe and a supportive forum. As you can see, the team is full on moderating the group. We don't get anyone to share things that's not needed. We don't get people into the group that's not, we don't feel fit. So I really think this group is what makes the most of it. So if you are thinking about joining the group, I wouldn't think about it twice. So join on this group and get the best of it. But if you're already in the group and if you have friends in other groups or in WhatsApp groups and stuff, hey, just go and share this. If you love this, go share this and let's bring them together. And the more we have, the more powerful and the more better and the more supportive this group will be. So it's in my Geeksters Facebook private group. Now, this is the last call, and the call is for the app. Obviously, along with the support and the encouragement from the group, from all the drivers that we have spoken to. In fact, I think we've spoken to over 300 drivers at this point. And thank you for all the feedback. We are building this app for the community, and essentially, this app is here to help you track your mileage, track your expenses, your income. You generate your tax reports on demand, and a ton of other features that we are slowly adding to. So, if you haven't tried this, it's a free app. You simply go into Google or Play Store or App Store, just type in My Gigsters, and you can pretty much download and use it straight away. And if you have any feedback, any issues, any concerns, any ideas, you can reach out to me directly on Facebook, or you can simply reach out to the team. Or if you wanted to anonymously write to us, you can simply write to hello@mygigsters.com.au. Excellent. Thank you so much. This is the end of the community update for November 2021. Next month, on the 15th, at the same time, we will have a special update, and that's for December, but also wrapping this year along with some surprise Christmas goodies. So until then, take care, drive safe. It's busy period, it's festival period. There's lots of job out there, so keep yourself aware of the events happening around you, about the things that are happening around you, so you can make better of it. Until I see you next time, you take care. And this is Benjamin, CEO and founder of My Gigsters. Bye.